BlastMusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time.
I'm sitting here singing through this song. Hello, beautiful humans. How are you? I am Melikia K, Courtney, and this is Sanctuary Experience. That's what the SXP stands for. SXP, Metamorphosis 365, your growth podcast. What's going on with you? Hope you guys are having a beautiful week. Hey, partner, how are you? You can hear me well? Perfect. I was waiting for that verification. How about, we'll talk about the other stuff later. On a note, welcome to episode 103, beautiful humans. Can you believe I'm still in a bit of a circular shock? Not that I didn't expect it, because I did. I knew what the goal was. I knew where we were headed, right? But to have made it there, it feels really, really good. So that's kind of the gratitude I am in currently. I will also say my customary thank you to my sunshine Cromwell, who I love very much. I got to see a picture of you today, and you was looking lovely and healthy and healing. I'm very excited for you. Okay. I appreciate you chatting about me behind my back in a good way, like a good sister, and introducing me to the Blast family. I also go live through blastmusic247.com. You also do find that channel on YouTube and follow it, blastmusic247.com. As well, if you have not subscribed to this channel, do. So today we are going to be using our new format. Going to have a bit of a chat with you guys, and then I have a guest, because this year is all about the guests. And I see that it is not viewed in my title, but Scott Harrell is going to be our guest tonight. So we're getting all of the doobie things out the way. I can say out the gate, it's wonderful to have him as a guest. He has been wonderful in the chat. Like, I didn't even know I needed chat police, y'all. And for those who are on these interwebs, sharing beautiful things at that, things for growth and teaching. Isn't it something when people pull up just to shade? So it goes down in the chat, and I'm grateful, Scott, that you are elbows and knees in the chat to just help things move smoothly and to keep people from being distracted by the noise. And isn't that so much like life? It is that when you're after a goal, when you're seeking growth, when the universe is moving everything into alignment and you find yourself in front of someone a podcaster like myself, right? Who is a life coach, who is a transmutation specialist, author, speaker, performer, okay? All of those wonderful things fall into one. That somebody would slide that goofy tail up in the chat and try to be that distraction. So my admonishment, hey, Carrie, what's going on? My admonishment is stay focused. Do not let the distractions come in to sideline you. Don't fall for that foolishness. Happy almost summer. Yes, I know it's spring. Yes, I know people are excited about that part, as am I. I am blessing God for the outside, y'all. I have been going to the outside, and in Chicago, you already know it's freaking cold. The winters is a monster. A monster. So, I'm grateful for the sun. I'm grateful for the outdoors. I'm grateful for the growth. All right, you here for growth. So we're gonna have a growth conversation, somewhat a fun one today, y'all. It's goof off time today. This month is 30 for 30, and if you are a poet, it's in your blood. You're already tapped in, and you are writing fiercely for April. Now, I will tell on myself, during April, this is a writer's month for me. So not only am I writing for the 30 for 30, and yeah, I'm gonna share some poetry tonight. Pull up his Lady Molotov, and I got a little bit tonight, so I'm excited. Okay. At the same time, April is my writing month as an author. Like I'm 10 books in, I think. I gotta add a month, y'all. However, this is the month that is set aside specifically for writing. So what does that mean? It means that a lot of the books that I have written that you guys know and love were written in April. Some of them in July. And some of them, as God said, hey, listen, get up and get this done. But yeah. All right. So y'all ready for some playtime? I'm just ready for some playtime. I see you relaxing. I can see backstage. I don't know if you can see, but I can see. So that's my heads up. I'm about to bring to the stage an incredible human. Yes, I'm going to have him introduce himself, of course. At the same time, I think it is good to say someone who is beautifully consistent, co-founder of Partners in Rhyme Poetry, which is working on its sixth year. So for those who are looking for a beautiful virtual space for poetry, where poetry gets the win is not welcome, come to Partners in Rhyme. It's on the Clubhouse. It is PM Fridays that I have a lag. So we're gonna make sure we're good on that. Okay. On the note, I'm going to bring Scott up to introduce himself, and let's get into this episode. This is episode 103 for the mark. Okay, let's go. Did it work? I hit the magical button. I don't see nothing yet. Hold on, let's try it again. How about go back out and come back in? Because I've pressed it twice and it's like, nah.
Me?
Yes. Well, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you. I
You
don't
can
see
hear
you.
me? It
Uh-huh.
says you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you
I can
on
feel
my
it.
screen.
We'd be lied to. I'm sure the people can hear you because if I can hear you, they can hear you too. Well,
Okay, I'll go out and come back in.
give me 1 second. Let me see if I need to do any magic over here just to make sure.
Oh,
Gang, gang.
there we go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Voila, it's fait. Hey, hey, how are you?
I am well. How are you?
Food, food, and more food. To translate for the humans, I'm good. Food, and more food. If I say
Congratulations on
cookies, it's
episode
extra.
103.
God is good and merciful. How was your day?
Day was good. Day was good. Day was filled with study. Day was filled with a lot of things. Got a chance to touch the outside, and the outside was beautiful.
Yahoo!
Uh, and
What's you
it was
guys'
a good day.
temperatures up there?
I'm sorry?
What's your guys' temperatures up there?
High 80s.
Bitch. Okay.
It was supposed to get up to 88 today.
Seriously?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, people were outside wearing like 2 bottle caps and a Band-Aid.
Uh, Listen, when you have to suffer 6 months of freezing and wearing bear clothes, I think I'm going to agree with the people who wear band-aids.
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
You know
I
that
know.
first warm day everybody loses their mind in their clothes.
Naked or us, let's go.
Mm.
Please introduce yourself.
Oh, that thing. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Scott Harrell here, co-founder of Partners in Rhyme. In my day-to-day job, I am the owner and founder of Harrell Consulting Group, a business consulting firm specializing in business funding. Please feel free to reach out and contact me if you'd like me to be the bridge to your business tomorrow. Back to you, Melikia.
And the announcer voice. I don't even know if you mentioned anything about that part where you're introducing yourself. Mad hilarious, by the way.
I am a professional PA announcer. I am an aspiring voiceover artist, narrator, um, basically what an MC, whatever has to do with the voice. You pay me the right amount of money, I will follow you around and narrate your goings-ons as you go.
Legally. We're gonna add a word just in case. I just felt the need to say legally. There we go. Thank you so much for being a guest on the show. Thank you so much for coming to play. So tonight we're set up to have a relaxed evening. As you can tell, I am on the the sit down and relax side of life. This is 30 for 30. I know what it means for me. It is a wonderful month. I love April like a lot.
Mm,
And belated happy birthday to my daughter-in-law, Maddie, whose birthday was yesterday actually.
okay.
Okay, so what does 3430 mean to you?
This year, it's a challenge.
Ah,
And it's a good challenge
okay.
because every year that 30 for 30 has come around previously, I've never completed it.
Mm,
Either I did not participate fully, started out, dropped off, lifing, all the different things. This year, I very much actively wanted to complete the 30 for 30. Thus far to date, I am on pace. Poem a day, you know, maybe having to catch up here or there behind one day, but I am on pace to do 30 poems, one a day, in April.
mm, mm, mm,
Mm.
mm. Being a prompt dealer, does it make it easier for you?
Um, Not necessarily, because some of the prompts that are on the calendar, because um, so with 30 for 30, and everybody can get prompts from anywhere or themselves. We have partners in Rhyme have created a calendar. You created the calendar. Kudos to you. And it was a 50-50 split, 15 prompts from me, 15 prompts from you.
Actually, I think you got 16 on there because I think I goofed when I was putting it together. But go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um, and I'll tell you, some of the prompts speak, you know, relatively easily to the pen, and other prompts are like, okay, here we go. Here we go.
What's been the worst one so far? I shouldn't say worst, but the most challenging.
Let's see. The most, well, there have been a couple that have been challenges. The very first one, the very first day, I was like, okay, if I can get this one done, I can get anything done. And I don't even know if I can repeat the whole prompt on your air, but it
Okay.
was, huh?
This my show. You can. I
Listen,
did that. I
I
have
learned
jokes.
I learned last week anything can be said on your show.
No, not anything, but some things. Yeah, I got room. I got room. I mean, people are people, and I let it. Listen, folk gonna say what they say, and I'm gonna let that happen because everybody need to be heard. So
It's
I'm gonna
true.
listen.
True. It's
Listen.
true. But day one was challenging but fun. There are a couple of my prompts that are challenging to me because clearly I was in a different emotional state and place when I made them.
Huh?
And, now I'm in a place where I don't necessarily want to realign with that, where I don't want to bring that, where I don't want to give that air, because I have so many things that I'm working towards positively and are going forward. But at the same time, you take the prompt and you let it run. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I would say there's about so far maybe three that have been challenging. The first one, and excuse the cough, and
Nope, can't reach me. I'm good. So, all right, everybody that's watching, let's go. Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now
wow,
you got your cootie shot. We good. Go ahead.
you know what? I want to know what the copay is for that. Um, but
Astronomical. Go ahead. Been looking for this
um,
blog lately.
yeah, there have been a couple that have been challenging, but not so much that I couldn't sit down and get to it.
Okay, so for clarity and for transparency purposes, the very first prompt, I was up to dirt, y'all. I am a comedian and master of mischief. You must understand. So
Lo-
when I sat down to do the calendar for this year, this is what came out. The very first prompt that I put in place for everybody, and judge if you like to, but I ain't got time. I love you till booty holes start burping, and it was a ghetto love piece, a ghetto hood love piece. So I figured that starting the month off, especially since it was April Fool's, quit playing, funny, humorous, and you still get to write, but you get to get the giggles in too. there ought to be happiness, a measure of it, joy at least, in everything we do. Now, that is my mindset. And since I'm given to mischief, like I am truly given to mischief and fun like that, not harmful. You're welcome. That's all of that to say. You're welcome.
See, the thing of it was, and where kind of, I guess, in the transmission gears of it all,
Mm.
was grinding.
Mm.
I'm open to the mischief, and it was absolutely hilarious and funny. You know, my writing style and languaging isn't that
At all. At all.
at all. So it was like, okay, I see what you're doing. Now, how to get there from here. And literally what I had to do was let go. I had to
I was
let
about to
go.
say, because you sure did a great job of it for somebody who don't play in those pool waters, probably playing it once behind the doors. I don't know. We're gonna keep our comments about that part, but yeah, it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, it is. And I let it come out and play. I let it come out and play. And the thing so I really appreciate you. Okay, I do, because um, to write and then be excited about a write and have somebody to share that excitement with.
Total
You know,
fun.
I mean, I don't consider myself, poet laureate of the Milky Way kind of thing, or this, that, or the other. But,
Poet laureate of the Milky Way. Go ahead.
I don't put myself on any kind of goat mountain or anything.
Sure.
But I get excited about a piece and I feel like, ooh, I think I just said something. I think I just did something. and and I need to hear it from my partner, because I know my partner is going to tell me if I did something, or, ooh, what did you do there?
She's there for no.
And to share it with you and then hear you on the other end going, oh my, oh wow,
That thing
oh
had me hollering. Yours, David's. I think Eros wrote to it. You, David, and Eros, and y'all had me hollering. I was definitely giggling. So thank y'all. It's wonderful to be creative, right?
well, you
Would you
wrote to it
agree?
too.
Of course, I wrote to it too. I kicked that madness off. I was definitely about to play. It was fun. It was definitely fun, and that is a part of the vein of mission for me. There's fun involved, but it's wonderful to be creative, like as creative as we are, to be able to write a prompt and offer it, because it's not mandatory. None of this is mandatory or paid, right? But isn't it wonderful when you create something and someone receives it and then sits down and takes time to write to it? What an honor to be
Oh,
a part of so many poets' journey. Like for real, for real.
it's an honor, and it's also an exploration, because no matter what any prompt dealer will tell you, when you come up with a prompt, even if it's just a little bit microscopically, you have an idea of where you would go with that prompt, but you release it to the masses and you have no idea what's going to happen next.
Mm.
And then to see it come back in ways that you could not have even fathomed is so remarkable. So remarkable, Um,
And my mind doesn't work that way when it comes to writing prompts. I don't have a direction. Like there's some times where the prompts just come. But
mm,
it's not that when it comes to me, I'm like, oh, I'll do this with it. None of that logs. It's like, okay, prompt, boom, put it down, keep it, happy feet, keep it moving. And start on me. I'm like, what does that sound? I hear happiness behind me. Go ahead.
yeah, whenever I get a prompt, even if it's for a millisecond, there's a thought of, oh, I know what I might do with this, or I know what direction I might go with this. I don't share that generally with the people I give the prompt
Yeah,
to,
right.
but I know for myself, if this is what was handed to me, where I probably might have my in at, or where I might go.
Fair
And
enough.
see where some people take it, which is completely different than what I'm thinking, is amazing.
I love the surprises that come. And since I will ask you one more question, and then I would love to hear some poetry about you.
Oh, okay.
So, oh yeah, just Who haven't a
Man,
poet on the show and not running them for some poetry, like run them poetry pockets?
you wanted poetry. Wow. Only if I had poetry.
Oh my, do you feel faint?
Let me find the clutch. Hold on.
Oh, you know what? I haven't worn my pearls in a while. Y'all, when we first started doing poetry, these folks is out here saying some things that had me clutching my pearls. I would put my pearls on so I could clutch them. Do you understand? So I wore my pearls for years because I was around the poets, and the poets was doing things that required clutching of pearls. Okay,
We,
well,
we
that's all right.
we had to make a clear line about 9 o'clock.
That's in the new space. So we have no. We first started this. It was no handles, no rails. It was just go, y'all. It was during COVID, right? And the madness kicked off whatever time you picked up your phone and hopped on. And the madness could go to 3 in the morning, 6 in the morning. You could fall
Oh,
asleep and you could wake up. Do you remember that? Yo, I don't know. You were doing the crazy too, or no? Did you do that at first?
listen, I would. Do you remember? Do you remember? Writer Band.
Lighthouse.
Oh God.
I played Lighthouse like 700 times, and playing Lighthouse at the end of the night, and we would go to sleep to like hundreds of us in one virtual space, like 800,
And
like mad numbers around the world. We would all go to sleep together to Writer Band's Lighthouse, and then when he came to the
and
space for us,
performed. Yeah, yeah.
that was because we played the hell out of his song, and somebody told him.
He was seeing a spike on the algorithm. Like, I gotta go check that out.
Yeah, but he was so gracious and understood. That was such a time like we needed one another. I think we always need one another, right? So let me
Yeah,
not cloud that. And this is a true learning moment. We always need one another, but like I said at the beginning of the show, sometimes it's the distraction. So being able to engage life full throttle like we return to or pre-COVID and then post-COVID, right? It comes with all those distractions that cause us to think we don't need each other right quick. Isn't it something?
mm-hmm.
During that block of time, there was no true distraction. We knew what it was. We needed one another. And we definitely were there for like thousands of one another.
See, and to give like a contrast,
Mhm.
we were flocking to the app and to that space because we had nowhere we could be, and the contrast of it at that exact same time, beginning of well, COVID was now COVID was raging, right? I had a job interview um, down near Times Square. Now I've taken you
Mm.
to Times Square. You remember how absolutely ape busy Times Square is, right?
Madness. When I visited up there, when we went I think maybe went twice. Did we go twice? I think twice. One
We've been
time
there.
was like mad quiet. It was still people there. At the mid, it was late, right?
You're right, but it
Right.
was
It was crazy.
never like it was never dead. There was
Mm-hmm.
always movement. There was always something.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you there was no one, you could hear the echo of your footsteps in Times Square, which
That's what's that.
which was blew my mind. Blew
Mm.
my mind. And I don't go to New York like that, but still it let me know really where we were. And it showed me the contrast of the need of us getting together and having whole sleepovers, if you would, when we
We
couldn't.
did. We sure did, y'all. It was so much fun. I wonder. Every so often I'll run across someone who was with us pre Partners in Rhyme, and we giggle about that. I should probably send Writer Band just a hello to see how they are, because man, that song is still beautiful to me. I listen to it every so often.
Writer Band and Butterscotch. Remember Butterscotch?
Yeah, I remember Butterscotch's name. I'm trying to remember the music. I gotta think about that one.
She was
Remind me.
she's a DJ who created her music on the fly.
We had some dope people come through. Oh my God. We probably should have a conversation one day about that, just about all of the when I looked at the flyers, 'cause I keep a running log and I know I don't even have all of them. Because these ones are just from the portovers. I have over 178. So that
Jesus.
means that, yeah, that at least 178 opportunities that we provided for poets, artists, singers, yada, 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 to come and be highlighted. Like we have really given
Authors.
authors, of course, the authors, absolutely, recording artists. We've had a wonderful group of humans.
Just so
Yep.
you know, my vision one day is there will be a place where those flyers will be on the wall.
Oh, that would be dope.
Will be on the wall. We'll have walls where there are autographs,
Oh,
you know,
that's a dope idea.
that kind of thing.
That's a
So,
dope idea. And I see my sunshine in the chat. My sunshine, I'm over here trying to find this here thing right quick. If you can pop on because I would love to see your face. It was good to see you on the video today, which is pretty self. And I hope all is well with you. I'm just gonna forward this. This makes more sense. This is when the phone is on D&D, but you pick it up to do stuff that you want to do right quick. Mission. All right, so with that having been said, and just all these wonderful thoughts and poetry life start all up. Oh, there was one thing to share. During COVID, I was still working and traveling. So that moment you had in Times Square, I had it in downtown Chicago. I think I was by Wells, maybe Clark and Lake, one of the two of them. But I have this shot of just nothing. And for those who are from Chicago, like you get it, and it don't matter what time of night you're gonna find somebody tipping them streets, okay? And sure enough, it was Ghost. So I stood in the middle of the street. That's how wild it was, and took photos with no interruption. So I thank God that we collectively came through that, and definitely like a heartfelt moment for those who didn't make it through. There
mhm.
were so many who died needlessly and left gaping holes to be filled. And I say thank you to you for being one of the humans who was like, rah, rah, let's fill the hole. I said that's what poet, but let's be that, be that healing moment, that space that's needed, that love provided, the ear to listen, the voice to speak and have conversation, the company, the community. And elbows and knees, we did that shit.
Well, I appreciate your yes, because I was definitely not trying to do it alone, and nor could I. I
Right,
knew,
it's not one person job.
I knew, I knew I needed the mischief to my straight lacedness.
So short version, while I was trying to be in the streets on a Friday, going outside, seen boys, girls, depending on the night. Somebody was like, "Hey, listen, come do some poetry on a Friday." I was like, "I'm trying to give up a Friday night." Ooh, but I can definitely say, Spirit was like, "You need to do this. People need it." Oh God, what about what I need? What? But it was what I needed, right? So it was wonderful to step into that full time because I was coming every other week, but I definitely was not trying to get laced up in the hosting. Uh-uh. But the yes was a yes. My yes is a yes, y'all. If for those who know me, you know me. If I say yes to it, then I'm doing yes. I don't commit to it unless I'm going to stick to the commitment because that to me is consistency, that's honesty, that's clarity, that's love. So almost we're moving on 6 years now. It's April. Are we
6 years.
at 6 years yet? I think we're at 6 years.
6 years.
I guess. Somebody save me. No, I'm just kidding. Rescue me.
Somebody run.
Poetry, baby. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm putting my mic on mute so I can hear some poetry. Ladies and gentlemen, forgot, and I don't see it in there. Father Time. Woohoo!
Thank you, my partner. And I'll give you one from 30 for 30. And the prompt was window shopping for my soul. You ever feel like your heart was on layaway? Or in 3 easy payments, you could buy a peace of mind? What about a low interest loan on some energy, or instead of spare change, what about spare time? My body feels more like a commodity I can't afford to live in, and I don't want to give in, but some of you are still running a credit check on my character. My life's APR measured by your laughter. Faster and faster exchange rates on my fate, still in the red. To date, no matter my debate or how much I want my record clean, I can barely stand straight because of all the liens. I mean, I've mortgaged my thoughts and I've hawked my dreams. Is that why the only thing free are sobs and screams? It seems I'm looking for enough change to pay attention and climb out of this hole. Y'all keep trading your futures. I'm window shopping for my soul. Father Time.
That's called a round of applause. Just in case those didn't catch it. Things are going in circles. Oh, okay. So fortunately, I've got to hear that piece. I think one time before, and because I think if I had just heard it tonight, it would have been like to the chest. Because when I first heard it, that's how it felt. I was like, prompt abuse, step one. And I want to call the people on you very quick. Jump into the piece for me, like as far as you choose to. That is the caveat around here. I'm gonna ask you a question. You have the right to decline it, accept it, and go as far as into it as you choose to. So with that structured into place, tell me about your piece.
No. Um, the prompt, and I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that's my prompt. Um, window shopping for my
I
soul.
believe so. I don't think I did that.
And the place where my heart was at the time when I did that, when I began thinking about the prompt and the way I tend to approach things, I there's the normal everyday human, and then I got to be different. And okay, look at it just a little bit different. Put it on its head, spin it around, throw its legs up, do something.
Always.
As I was looking at the prompt, as opposed to getting hit by soul and the weight of all of that, the window shopping piece began speaking to me.
Mm.
The economy of it, and
Okay.
how much that is laced through our lives, not only in the financial, but in the emotional. And that is how the web began to weave when it came to the poem. Because there are so many things that are tied together for many of us, in my opinion. I know it's been for myself, tied together financially, emotionally in our life's arc. How much of our worth is tied to our net worth. How our goals are not tied to if we wake up, but if we can cash that check, or how much of all these different things. And the reality of it, if you think about it, there's if for all the ways of living like that, there are so many other people and factors and investors and bankers and now involved in your day-to-day heartstrings. So when you start feeling like a commodity when you're just trying to live,
Mm.
you know, when you no longer feel as if you have ownership over your own heart, your own soul, but you have to get up and chase the bag just so you can feel as if you're worth anything.
Reduction. I think a lot of people have, again, we'll label it, we'll press it back up against the word distraction. And it is that when folks get to drawing that conclusion, because that is a conclusion, right? Like you have to come to a conclusion to feel or believe or to engage it. And it's like two questions spread out, like the question of how much life influences the right of poetry, and then how much is it creative construct that comes in and speak, right? And it's wonderful when they come together and marry, because you have such a grounded poem that's fully relatable, right? People can feel it. It's not just words, but then at the same time, you have the life construct, creativity that you've pulled that thread into, working it into your piece as well, and that to me it adds a contrasting anchor, so it pulls it into place, it snaps it into place. At least that's how I work in my mind. I don't know about yours, but that's how it presents. That's how the piece presents, and it is for us, and especially those who could listen to this and to relate to this and feel this way. It is for us to examine our conclusions. Yeah, your
That
thoughts?
it is for to.
It is for us to examine our conclusions.
Mm,
Because you guys are at SXP Metamorphosis 365. This is a growth podcast. You're gonna get that growth. But this is just it's an interesting moment, and I kind of feel that understanding. Like, yeah, it's we have to come to the conclusion to, even in the line, being a commodity, right? And I can't imagine that so many people don't identify with that comment right there. Like, don't feel it. Because life be lifing. Dang on, you know?
well, I think there's a certain level of numbness. There's a
Mhm.
certain of because every time you have to go into your pocket, into your
Mhm.
wallet, just to exist. Every time you turn around and there's something else that has to get paid for. And it's not even the frivolous things you want to go out and get,
Okay.
but nobody asked to pay $4 for a gallon of gas. You know, nobody ever wanted to be in a position to have to choose, do I ration insulin or do I pay up all the rent or do I go grocery shopping?
Mhm.
Or, you know, I mean, there are so many people who are past living hand to mouth,
Mhm.
who are past one paycheck away from track.
Homelessness, poverty, starvation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And and these, I'm not talking about the people who are the winos and the
I
people with the,
understand, like working class people who have families, people who
yeah,
are,
these
a lot
are
of them overextended.
these are people who have a whole bunch of letters before their names and a couple letters after. These are
Mhm.
people who are driving around the luxury cars and trying to figure out how to put gas in them. You know, all,
I'm gonna
all,
hide behind my phone while you say stuff like that. I was gonna hide my face because
I'm, I'm just saying, every parent wants to be able to not only do better for their children than was done better for them, but to
sure.
do many of the basic things. And then when you look around, and I don't think there's I don't think there's many people out there who aren't willing to work and desire work to do the things.
Sure, sure.
It's not about the work, but it most definitely shouldn't be as hard as it is when, and I'm speaking from a position of what has been said of this nation,
Okay.
when we supposedly are the richest nation on the face of the earth.
Or before the looting occurred, go ahead.
I'm just saying, people want to say we're the richest, we're the smartest, we're the first, and all the things, even though statistics say otherwise.
Right, but it's not true.
If we are the mountaintop of everything, then, why doesn't it look that way in everyone's home?
I can feel you. Like I feel the vibrations in the piece. I feel the emotions in the piece. I feel the relatability to some things in the piece, and then too, I feel a stark contrast because it is that some of us joy. Like I love paying my bills. Like it is a thrilling thing for me. I am not mad. I am like, "Ooh, this is good, like
Mm.
for real." Like, so for me, it is a joyful thing, and it is to me it's more evidence God is a resource and a provider, and of course I've worked my behind off. So it's to me it is working at the same time. I'm very much aware of. Like I used to work at the corporate America. I used to be one of them peoples. I worked in different systems. Used to be one of them worker bee humans. So I remember the usury, the paying you just over broke, job, like that. And then even for those who are in the entrepreneur's boat, you still in the hustle. You know what I mean? You're still in the movement. It is a no longer looking at them and going, oh, they get on my last damn nerve. That job. Now you look at yourself and are you getting on your own last damn nerve? Or are you doing what you need to do to be satiated, to be content, to have, be, do, build, all the things that come in it. And even in that, the mind can will barrel off into those thoughts. So I appreciate you sharing the piece. I'm definitely gonna run you for some more poetry in a minute, but I'm going to share some poetry. I don't get to do that over here much. So eyes inside. Let me see.
So you know what I get to do even less? I get to introduce you here less. I mean, it feels like, oh my God, all right, let me just ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, those with the straight hair and those with curls, prepare thyself and gird your loins, for it is time for you to experience the poetic stylings of none other than Lady Molotov.
I appreciate the announcer's introduction. I can't do that thing that you do. It's pretty dope. But I
And if
appreciate
you
you.
did, I'd be highly concerned and have many questions.
I'm gonna keep all of the thoughts that just came to mind. They were all hilarious. And I thank God for a guard on my mouth, because if I said that out loud, I'd have had to fuss later. Okay, great. I just grabbed a piece. Y'all getting what y'all get. I will explain later or apologize. One or two. Let's see which goes. Ever dance to the doors of mercy? Oh, it's a good one. Bless God. See? All right, I'm cut it out. Ever dance to the doors of mercy? It's the revealing and leaving it all behind. It's the chain snapping as tons of world weight fall behind the God healed to ground, distinguished. I dare you to cross this protective line. It's the sensation that floods your being after holding your breath, nearly drowning. Instant, it strikes suddenly clear. I'm still here. I am going to be fine. Fine. It seems like time stops and every door of peace you've been waiting on unlocks. The freedom in an infinite span of opportunity knocks. Feels like bursting love within newlyweds' marital first kiss. The deep breath of this is how it's supposed to be. Cause you to question God, asking, was it ever meant to be this hard? Lord, did I need the contrast? Entering in through the door of mercy is like the quenching from eternal thirsting for water you never knew you needed. Triumph raising in your chest after failures that left you in fetal position, rehearsing defeated like a pop song. Feels like no longer being wrong, but righted up. Happiness hits your teeth and your smile begins lighting up the world around you. Frown 404, you up in godly clouds, nothing can ground you. Nothing like embracing mercy. Even on my deathbed, she heard me, came close, welcomed me, and I almost didn't go. She opened the doors wide, let me peek in through her doors, nothing like anything I'd ever seen before. Love slathered all around the pathways. Affixed to knobs of the door, simple inscriptions, try me. And did I mention mercy's embrace? Cleared away all the salt line trails down my face, whispered how my eyes were overdue for a break from this so-called reality. That's when I understand I feed my eyes the life they see. It was all so I could meet mercy. And apparently I wrote that today. Oh, the wee hours. Somebody say, I don't remember it.
Woo, 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 woo.
That
The
was
whole
the ants. My throat was doing a tickle. I'm like, don't you do it.
no, the crowd's doing the wave.
Oh, whoop. Round of applause.
That was
Somebody
great.
popped in the back. Thank you. I appreciate it. And what was the prompt? Oh, that wasn't even a prompted, right? That was just ink.
I think
That
that was
is,
it was
this was not a
prompted.
prompt.
Well, it was prompted from something else, which I won't mention, that you've been working on.
Right. So it was inspired by that, but this was not a prompted, right?
Not from
And I
the
will
30.
tell,
Yeah.
not from the 30 for 30. This is
Yeah.
not, and I write prompts every day, at least 5. How many do you write a day?
I haven't been writing I have been writing regularly until the 30 or 30 came out because I've been very focused on life and things.
Okay.
So,
They don't leave me alone.
say what?
They don't leave me alone. Like the prompts just be like, hey, write me down. Hey, you, write me down. I'm like, okay, give me a minute. Okay, give me a minute.
So for me, well, I don't want to get distracted too far because that was a dope piece, by the way.
Oh,
But I
thank you.
would say, for me, I'm at least at a point where I'm not as concerned of if I don't write for a while, it won't come back.
Oh,
It's more like, and for those who understand this statement, picking up a firearm and re-zeroing it back in after, one or two shots, you're right back where you were. So, yeah.
headshot. Headshot. PK fire.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
You need to say that.
So, Miss,
Yes.
some questions for you about that poem.
Okay. I'm gonna do one thing before you do them. Don't forget. Okay? Because I just want to bring Sunshine up and say hello. Because I don't know how much time she has, so I want to welcome her
Oh,
to the stage. Right? Then you
don't,
can
don't get her.
don't forget the questions.
Don't get her.
Moni.
Get her.
Hi, Vivo.
Peace, peace, peace.
It's a whole sun.
We got good at it.
Yeah, soon as you said that you were sending the link, I had to go do some correcting in the house. Yeah.
Allegedly.
So that's what took me so long to to get on, but I am glad and thank you for sending the link. I had woke up, I looked, I said, "Oh, I know what I could do."
And I'm glad you
And I'm
did, you
glad you
guys.
did,
This
you
is
guys. This is
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Every
Every
episode, your name
episode,
is in
your
my
name is
mouth,
in my
and I
mouth.
say
And
thank
I
you
say
to
thank
you.
you to you.
Whether you
Whether
present,
you
see it or
present, see
not,
it
I
or
am
not,
grateful for
I am
you.
grateful for you.
I
Okay, so I'm
appreciate
definitely
it.
I'm
gonna
definitely gonna
go ahead.
What's up, Scott?
How you doing,
How you
Sunshine?
doing, Sunshine?
Oh, we got an
We
echo.
got an echo.
It has been
It has been
I
long.
think it's the view that I'm on. I'm trying to get it. Remember the new view? For some reason, when I went through the link, it's in the new view, and I don't like that version because I can see the horizontal and vertical at the same time, and I don't know. I'm on my phone. I'm not on my laptop or my
You can
computer.
still see
You
it
can
on
still
both.
see it on
I'm
both.
not.
Not.
Oh, you can see both
Oh,
on
you
the
can see
phone.
both on the phone.
I'm on the
I'm on
computer,
the
Yeah,
computer,
and I
and
love it.
I love
This
it.
is what we
because like on
do.
a computer, I know I could switch which view, but coming in from this side, this is my first time seeing it like this, and I don't even know how to take it off from here.
So this is what we'll
So this
do.
is
We'll
what we'll
just
do.
put.
We'll just put.
If you're not
If you're
speaking,
not
just hit
speaking,
Oh
mute.
no!
you.
Or we'll
Matter of
hug it.
fact,
We'll hug it.
I think I just found it.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
is the echo still there?
Let's see.
Let's see.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, yes, it
Yes.
is.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yep,
Yep.
the echo's
Yep.
still.
The echo's still.
Well, I mean, I'm in here by myself. Nothing is on. I don't know if that's my background or what,
No,
but
welcome
I
to
did take the
technology.
vertical through off.
No worries.
No
Because when I
worries.
first
Because
came
when I
on
first
and
came
brought
on
Scott
and
up,
brought
I
Scott
couldn't
up, I
find him.
couldn't find him.
So I could hear him.
I
I'm
could
like, I
hear him.
know
I'm
he was
like, I know he
there.
was there.
Okay, so
Okay,
what we'll
so
do is we'll both go on mute while Scott asks his question. So go ahead, Scott.
well, Scott asked this question. Go ahead, Scott.
Sunshine did it. Um. So, question for you there, Melikia, about your piece. Beautiful piece. You say you write incessantly. This was at the wee hours of the night that you
Well,
create.
now.
Jesus Lord,
That's
even
all.
in sleep sometimes. So, let me ask you two questions about this piece. First, about your writing process.
Okay.
Since you pieces won't leave you alone, what is that like? Do you ever get to put a piece on pause and come back to it later? You have to address it in the moment. Um, and is there ever a wrestle with you about a piece in the sense of, does it speak? Do you speak? Is it a collaborative effort, or who's really in the driver's seat of the pen? And then I'll ask you the second
You got
question.
two questions. Hold up, because that was a lot. I gotta remember it. Wait a minute. Wait there.
No.
So
That was the whole first part, and then I'll ask you a second
that was
part.
3 questions. Okay, great. 1, no, it never stops. 2, I can pause and return. The piece I'm writing for today is 30 for 30. I'll bury the hatchet just in your chest is the prompt. And I started writing it time-wise, like I had a break, so I started writing it. But today is a very busy day, and I've had a lot of computer work, phone calls, had to go touch outside and breathe and reset the thoughts. So I can put a piece on pause and then return to it. I find that when something comes and I begin to flow it, I'm writing, as long as I get the vein of it, the energy of it into the piece, I can come back and find it and complete it in the same energy. So I love that. It is, y'all, it is that I wake up sometimes and it's too right. So I need paper nearby the bed. I need the computer or my phone not too far away so that I can write it down because I wake up speaking it. And it's not just the poetry, it is the books, it is the teachings and the trainings for growth. It is the sanctuary experience things. It is God said do this, like with this a place to stand. It was I guess I had in my heart to love on that mother who lost her son, like that, when I wrote the book. But it was God prompting, like, hey, listen, get this done. So sitting still to write a place to stand, sitting still to write the ladder, sitting still to write, I'm telling poems and story to help ease the lonely mind, all purposeful, even priestly goddess. It is fun, it is mischief poetry, because I'm gonna have my mischief in that. But at the same time, what folks are experiencing, it is the growth. There is transmutation in the work. If you do the work of the book, even though you got the book to be entertained, you're still growing, because that is just That's how my clock clicks. That's how I work.
Okay, I appreciate your answer with that. Second
I appreciate
question.
you asking.
My second
Third, my second question.
was that?
Nothing.
My second question for you would be this. Since I have the privilege of knowing you, I feel I have a better or clearer view of your poetry than some may, in the sense that since I know you're a person who walks in spirit and such, there are some things that you write that when I read them, I understand these are probably experiences as
Okay.
opposed to alliterations. Does it frustrate you when people read your work or hear your work and don't understand the level of literal that you are putting in it?
No, not in the least. I find no frustration in that work. None. Poetry is my place, and it is an extension of how I get to love people back to life. It is life. It is fun. It is mischief. It is joy. It is playtime. It is work. It is challenge. It is growth. Like all of these things, and I don't think I add any expectation that could be disappointed and leave me in a place of frustration with someone reading my work or coming to see me perform or hearing or interview or panel, any of those things that I've done. Da, 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 da. I don't I don't find a space for frustration. Now I can say that I've had people come and share with me their frustration after hearing a piece that I've shared, their frustration from identifying with some of the things I've said and their curiosity. So I've experienced that side of it. But from me out, I have no frustration. People are who they are. You'll be either entertained or enlightened when it comes to my pen.
I
And
appreciate,
either way works for me.
I appreciate you entertaining the question.
Thank you for asking the questions. So I will ask a favor because I'm gonna try to test this. Can you push me for a second? Let me see if it takes away the echo. Sunshine, pop your mic. Let me see. We're doing tech stuff real time, y'all. No. Say me?
Okay.
Jamie?
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It was a delay.
You ask, can I see you or
No, I was trying to hear you
No,
and see
I
if
was
the
trying
echo
to
was
hear
still
you and
present.
see if the echo was still present.
is it still present? That's
And it's only with
crazy.
your
And it's
mic
only with
because
your mic
with
because
Scott's
with
I can be
Scott,
open.
I
There's
can be
no
open. There's
echo.
no echo.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is because I'm on the browser on my phone though. Like it's on the Google browser.
So here's a
So
question. Do
here's a
you
question.
have
Do you
your
have
YouTube
your
open on your
YouTube open
phone?
on your phone?
No, it's I went through your link.
You went through a
You went to a
StreamYard, but you don't have
StreamYard,
any
but
other
you don't have
windows
any other
open on your
windows
phone.
open on your phone.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I wasn't
I
on
don't even have a
I
anything.
don't
clue.
even have a clue.
Yeah, because I was watching through YouTube, like through your YouTube page, and then I came out of that,
Okay.
and nope, I don't have anything else open, like besides stuff that I was searching.
We need to do
We
an
need to do
adult
better.
thing, truly.
But again, it could be my
So,
phone. My phone is tripping.
oh, okay.
Like my phone in general has just been giving me issues.
So I'm
So
curious. How's the
I'm
body?
curious, how's the body?
Um, well, today the post you saw, I went to go get the boobies checked, the annual. So, um, this time it didn't hurt. So, it was a better experience. So, just waiting on the regular report from that. I go for my last post-op next week on the 21st. Only thing I have is still like some pain like around the navel area because instead of for the myomectomy, instead of them going through my cesarean scar, they didn't touch that at all. They did the 5 incisions and then went through my belly button to pull the bag out.
No.
Yeah, so I just have some pain every now and then. Like I could just be standing up talking, and next thing you know how you just start guarding. So that happens. So I sent them a message. They said as long as there's like no spontaneous bleeding, that's something that they could visit when I go in next week. So
I'm glad you were on the mend. Yay, God.
Yes.
And give my love to the Royals, even though they over there volunteering.
It's that 14-year-old.
My mom used to say, smell yourself.
What?
Smell yourself.
Scott, he is turned into more of a Hoover vacuum cleaner.
14 is about that. I remember 14 kitchen watching one of my children making 4 cheeseburgers and saying, "Oh, well, I didn't say I was hungry, but thank you." And having that child turn and look at me and was like, "No, I was just making a snack, Dad. What do you mean?"
A snack.
Yeah.
Gorilla.
And all I say is, hey, whatever's in there, don't forget about your brother.
They playing football?
No, and that's the thing. This is off season. Elisha's not playing any sports, but it's like I know that football season. I already know he inhaling everything, but it's like he done got taller. He's officially 5'8", 147 pounds, and he's just a Hoover. I don't know what else to say. He's just a Hoover. And I just explained to him, I'm like, listen, I said, you have to remember. I said, because other households, you would have to fight for food.
Listen. My son trying to become a background came home trying to tell me coach told him he needed to give him a whole he needed to eat. Coach also give you grocery money for that. That was when started.
Yeah. See, I haven't gotten one of those messages yet, but it doesn't sit long. That's the issue. Like my boyfriend even said it. He said, "Yo," he said, "I see what it is. It's like soon as he takes it in, it comes right out." Like he has the metabolism. It's on 1,000. I swear. It's like soon as he chews and swallows, it's done. It's already chopped up, ready to come out. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Burn it.
It's just being mindful, at that age, like I say to them, I remind them, brother's keeper, like, hey, you the big brother. I know there's some things that, Isham is stronger than you in, which is fine. That's the purpose of being your brother's keeper, because where you fall short, he makes up, and vice versa. I said, but if something was to be actually wrong with me and I wasn't around, I would need to trust that you would look out for your brother. That's what I need. But eating up what's set aside for y'all, and if he didn't touch it at all, that's not right.
No.
Like eating it all, that's not right.
So the adult said, make sure she doesn't have any volume going on through her speakers while pissed off. I don't know what that means.
Like again, I've never had these issues because I never use my phone for StreamYard. So that's what it is. I'm always at my computer, but I didn't get a chance to fully do my closet because I did their closets before surgery. So since Sunday, I didn't realize how many clothes I had. So I got a big old bag. When I say in the living room ready for the donation spot to drop off tomorrow, I got a big old bag of clothes. I just said, whatever don't get hung up and don't fit is going to the donation spot
There
because
you go.
ain't nowhere else for it. That just means I'm harboring stuff that needs to be released. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
now I just
donating
gotta
to
wait.
the domestic violence shelter? Or who are you donating to?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
Charlotte for Good.
Yeah. Because one besides being a survivor as well, one of my friends, she posted about some stuff today about some things that was needed, and I was like, well, look, I got a bag full of stuff.
That's good.
So I said, whatever is needed, let me know. And then, of course, with the job, I just reach out to the resource that we work with. And, I said, I got stuff that could divvy up. I got stuff for kids. I got stuff for adults.
There you go.
Yep. I just, Umi's clothes that's been here for the last 3 years because my sister still never sent for them, still never came to get them. So I told my brother, I said, hey, he said, do what you do. I gave that to the women's shelter, a nice big old bag that was about up to my armpits full of clothes.
Okay. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Y'all got 2 minutes of show time. So I'm gonna say thank you for coming through, Sunshine. I
Love y'all. Thank y'all. I felt the prayers and the energy, so thank y'all so much. I may be having a show this Friday. I don't know, but I was just asked to perform for an event here in Charlotte in June. It's June 27th. It's called the, hold up, I don't want to get it wrong, Hoochie Mama event. But that's just the name that she goes by. But it's for men and women. It's about an alignment and basically all the stuff that we do. Soon as she finishes, I just reshared the post today, but as soon as she finishes with the flyer, I'll make sure that you guys get it. But that's gonna be the first performance that I'm gonna do in Charlotte since I've been living here. Everything else has been everywhere else except for Charlotte.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and she sought me out. This wasn't me asking, so I was like, oh, somebody done put a bug in the air, so I might as well say yes.
Congratulations. It's definitely something I will definitely share.
All right.
All right, Mama.
All right. Y'all be safe.
Bye. You too.
Love ya.
See you.
Scott, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming through and sharing. And I do want to make room. Did you have another poem you wanted to share? Or are you good with one? If you're good with one, I'm good with one.
It's completely up to you. If you want another one, I got another one. If you don't,
You are loaded. There are a double tap. I mean, I figured, LEO, there's always a double tap somewhere. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, one more time before we skate up out of here with Joy and bells on. Scott, for the time.
Thank you so much, my partner. And one of the things I love about our 30 for 30, we don't just put it to poetry. My partner is very, very much creative in the sense of, do a monologue or write a short story or really expanding the pen. And I appreciate that very much. So, with that in mind, I'm going to share this short story from our 30 for 30. The prompt was about write a short story about a pair of animals that plucks a plant, and then another pair of animals that plants a plant. And the title is Love Makes a Forest. Tell us a story, please, the little ones begged. Okay, let's see. I know. I'll tell you this one. Once upon a time, many, many years ago, Spring walked through the forest. She kissed each tree with her warmth. She embraced the animals as they emerged from a harsh winter. She called to the sun, and it answered. The forest and all the animals sparked to life in buds and song. Every tree began to dress for the season. First green and reds, then all the colors. Animals were fast to wake and to work. One stretch, one yawn, then off they were to build a life while the sun shined. Now a certain Mr. Hawk had eyes for his Mrs. Hawk, and wanted to find just the right colorful accent to their nest to say I love you to Mrs. Hawk. He flew for miles and miles, and finally in a random yard he found a flowery branch loose and weak. The hawk dove down and snapped it up with ease, forever separating it from its home, and carried it off over the horizon to a lonely little nest atop a pole. He loved the colors and saw the beginning of seeds on the branch, and he just knew Mrs. Hawk would love it, and she did. The branch was front and center, the first thing you saw flying into the nest, and the hawks were happy. However, the branch, without water, began to fade. It began to lose its color, its flowers, its life. And then one day, it fell from the nest. Mr. and Mrs. Hawk didn't seem to notice, nor did anyone else, except a wise old fox. He saw the branch in his travels and picked it up. He raced across the countryside over several hills and across a small stream back to his den, where Lady Fox was and all of their pups were waiting. He had gone out to hunt, but only came back with a dying branch. Lady Fox looked at Wise Fox, then the branch, and then the pups, and said nothing, because she trusted Wise Fox. I mean, his name was Wise Fox. Wise Fox propped the branch against the side of the den and buried the bottom to give more support to his young family's home. The rich, moist earth called to the branch, and life began to flow to its flowers and seeds. As time passed and the branch watched pups become foxes, roots grew deep under the soil. He survived his first winter and his second, and many more, greeting spring regularly with roots deep and vast. One of the little ones said, So, was Mr. Hawk wrong for taking the branch from his home? Love is shown and received in many ways, but for each of you I pray, you find love that embraces you as the earth embraces a seed, because that love makes a forest that gives shade for generations. Now it is time for you all to go to sleep, little ones. As the little saplings prepared themselves to sleep, one had one more question for the great tree. Great tree, was that story about you? The great tree smiled, looking just beyond the sapling, seeing the family of foxes coming back to their den. Father Time.
And there's that crowd with a round of applause. Round of applause, round of applause. And keep it with the vein of what I shared before. Hey, what's going on, sister? She anything? Okay. I got distracted with my beautiful sister. Okay, so and keep it with what I had shared earlier about when you create a prompt and you offer it, someone accepts it, and does amazing with it. And it's like, hey, listen, look at what I did, and it's effing great. I am in that chair. Like I'm grateful that you received it, as did our group, and that you guys wrote such beautiful poems and stories, because this is more story, and it is a beautiful story. Now, of course, while you're sharing it, I'm giggling in my head because we're still gonna talk about the married couple, the married Hawks. The Hawks was married. Did y'all catch that? It was Mrs. and Mr. Did you catch that? Them Foxes was not. Fox was a single. And I don't know. I ain't say that he did, but she sure was quiet. She got quiet fast when he brought up ranch instead of bringing food. I don't know. So let's go. Go thicker jokes. But seriously, you are an incredible writer, and I enjoy your work. For me, your work is timeless. It is thought filled, and for anyone who really enjoys poetry, literature, good stories, you are an incredible go-to. I will take this moment. If I had a spray bottle, I would spray it at you and just simply say, "Run that book, run that book." Ain't no escaping. Run that book, because I've gotten to read his book, and y'all need to read his book. Okay. With that excellent share, we are 8 minutes over time, so I'm going to cut to the chase and simply say thank you. Is there anything else that you would like to share about that poem?
Once again, it was a beautiful prompt. Beautiful prompt. The key for me, and as you well know, I tend to approach things a little bit different. When I approached it from the plant telling the story, that's when it opened up to me.
Mm.
I appreciate your prompt. I appreciate your love for the creative heart. Um, and I hope that everyone listening, not only binges all 102 episodes of what you've done thus far, connects with you because you have so many books. You are an author. You are a public speaker. You are an advocate. It is a privilege to be on a platform with you that is your platform, and to have fun with you. Yeah, I marvel at you and find you such a remarkable, lovely, wonderful human being. And I just thank you for letting me join and play with you tonight.
I appreciate you, and look at you getting choked up. Boom, boom. I had to share that joke because it was a great dad joke, and you were a signature for those. I appreciate you. I enjoy being able to have fun with you and Ribbon Pokey. You are incredible. It's wonderful to have you as a partner in this poetry fight. I don't even think it's a fight. I think it's just a joy, and it's poetry joy and challenge and growth. It is amazing. It's amazeballs what we have been able to accomplish in the community that we care for and carry in our heart day to day, and pour water and love on every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Clubhouse, virtually. So no excuses. Pull up.
Every once
Okay.
every once in a blue moon prune.
Yes, because we will invite you to be elsewhere if you acted out. Just don't even come over there. If you got dumb on you, don't do it. Don't do it. You'll be uninvited. Uninvited. And that's it. If we're patient, we've been patient. We let folks be around and act out for a little minute before we gave them instructions to GTHO. Get the hell on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. All right. On that note, I'm sending you to the goo, the StreamYard goo, so I can go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to actually, you know what? Stay with me for just a second. I'll show the second piece, and then I will goo you. Or that. We'll goo each other because we got to go. I was going to share the other piece too. I can't remember the name of that one because I found the deer doo on the bus instead. If you remember that one, but no, we're not sharing that. I did see After Birth of the Butterfly. It was a lot of writing, y'all. I can already tell you. It's been a lot of beautiful writing. How about I just share God told a joke in the beginning? Because that's one of the prompts that you. Oh, I found it. Yeah, I'm just gonna share God told a joke in the beginning. Let's do it. God told a joke in the beginning. Seems the other guy was winning and she wanted to switch things up. Leverage wisdom's poker hand and try luck. So they grabbed the microphone, tapped 3 times, with a triune voice, said, "Is this thing on?" Chased by a booming laugh that only shattered the glasses with mixed liquor. The neat drinkers got the joke much quicker. One of the offended yelled out, "Oh my fucking God, you're transgender? Is that what was meant by transfigured?" He never really read the Bible much, but did show up on Christmas and Easter, which is why he was so eager to be at this show. How was anyone supposed to know how slow the understanding would take to bloom? Some of y'all won't even get it till you exit the room. Try understanding. A few of y'all used the closet, high-fived Farad, judged him for being alcoholic, addict, all but Jew. Then you who removed wax catch an earful of life texts, but don't know why. Those guys with straight glasses saw clearly, didn't take them nearly as in Miss Straighten Schlong to let all of the judgmental giggles find home on the floor. Did you get it yet? Or do you need more time? Let's rewind. God told a joke beginning in the beginning. Seems the other guy was winning and she wanted to switch things up. Leverage wisdom's poker hand and tried luck. So they grabbed the microphone, tapped 3 times, and with a triune voice said, "Is this thing on?" Chased by a booming laugh that only shattered the glasses with the mixed liquor. Damn, think quicker. That second coming hand is on his way back round. She, they, we, and ah. Now that's the sound. Get it? Got it? Good. And that's the mission that I was into with that piece. I haven't read it out loud. So I was like, we got to see and read it, Lord. But it was fun to write. Thank you. Round of applause. To alphabeticals. Round of applause. I appreciate you offering such a fun prompt. And that was a challenge I had to sit for a second, like, huh? Like, what are we gonna do with this one? And it was fun. So when the swirl of mischief popped up, and I was like, ooh, I know where we're going. In the beginning, God told a joke beginning in the beginning. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly where we're going. So fun times. Okay, I know.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. Thank you so much for being with me here tonight. This is episode 103 of SXP Metamorphosis 365. I am your girl, Melikia K, Courtney, and pull up every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tuesdays. You'll get some growth. You'll get some great conversation. And for this year, you're going to get some visitors because the other episodes, there were some interviews and such in the prior 100. But I will tell you, tonight was very relaxed and fun. You got some lessons in between, right? Them other 100 episodes, though, 99, because 100 was playtime. You have growth in the water. I have eliminated your excuse for being able to work with a life coach. You have no reason. Not only a life coach, a paid one who knows her work, who is invested in self and learning, and not in a manner of let me just learn from me, but in a manner to learn, practice, build it into a discipline, and master, teach, and share. I have loved people back to life for decades now. And I love what I do. Yeah, me. Okay, great. So if you know you need it, don't hesitate to ask for it. It's important. And you know what? I'm gonna do a shameless plug, but I'm gonna do it in this manner. I'm gonna ask you, as someone who gets to participate in all the crazy stuff that I do when it comes to whether it's mastermind, whether it's coaching, whether it's the 24 hours. Let me tell y'all, the 24-hour event that I do every year. If not for Drew right here, y'all, I would have to be present for 24 hours. And I need at least 2 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep. And I'm so grateful that you be on deck because so after having been able to participate and just experience my training, I would like to know shamelessly how is it for you? And I already know that I'm an accountability monster, but that's okay, right? Too.
So
Sort of.
I'm gonna do my best to do my version of you and give 3 quick points
Okay.
about experiencing the Melikia at close range.
Yeah, okay, great.
So first and foremost, do not mistake the mischief maker that you see here for anything less than a dynamic teacher. When you encounter her, meaning show up to learn, show up with your pen, your pencil, your notepad, show up prepared to ingest from the fire hose, from the broken fountain, from the lake that is being tipped forward. Show up without your preconceived notions because they're going to get run over flat anyway. Show up prepared for exactly what you signed up for and don't fight what it is you're being given because trust and believe she will let you hold on to everything that you want to hold on to as yours because it doesn't change a single thing that she knows is hers to teach. It's whether or not you want to be free. 2, she's an empath, y'all. She is someone who feels.
Secrets.
She is someone who will look you in the eye, tell you exactly what you're thinking, tell you exactly what you're hiding, tell you exactly
Why
what,
are you telling everybody everything? Go ahead.
and dare you to argue with her. But here's the difference, because I truly believe there are heroes and villains in this world when it comes to superpowers. There are people who use that to their advantage. She uses it to yours. She does her level best to show you, the you that you are unwilling to see, and to give you access to the reclaiming of the you so that you can then in turn embody and be the you that you are meant to be. All at the expense of her energy that she puts out for you. Last but not least, she is true to her word. She shows up, she puts out, poets stop. She shows up, she puts out, she will pick up the phone, she will sit, she will talk, she will teach, she will do. And I say all of that to say, and this is maybe the protective partner part, if she's going to do, be prepared to show up and do yourself. Because I guarantee you, if there's a shortcoming, it won't be on her end. She is going to be true to everything she said and agreed to do to the best of her ability on your behalf for you. Now, if you are more comfortable with dancing with the devil you know instead of getting freed, keep playing the music you know. That's your business. But if you're going to trouble her so that you can find a new dance, learn the steps. Those are the 3 points of Melikia at close range I can give at this time.
I appreciate you. I should have known better. But you know all the business. But I really do appreciate your lens, and it is pretty freaking spot on. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty much true. I'm like, yeah, that's
I
true.
mean,
Just telling all the business.
you ask,
I
there's
did, and I'm not afraid of the answer. I just didn't. I mean, it is what it is. Like it really is what it is. But it's sometimes it's curious because I don't think that everybody understands that. That I will sit. It's amazing when I'm sitting with people And they are sitting there telling me this, that, and the third. And the Spirit of the Lord is like, that ain't even true. And I got to sit there straight faced and listen and love and be kind. And we're like, Lord, now you know this is testing my patience. And I am patient till I'm not. And I love how you said that, dance with the devil, you know. If you're going to come dance with me, learn the steps. And it's true. I'm not fighting nobody for their mess. I'm not fighting you for your stuff. If you want to keep it, you love it, you want to pet it, go ahead, baby. Pet your pain. But if you want to let that mess go, if you want to get rid of it and go do something else and live, I'm off. I'm so for that. And I'm skilled. So it's interesting to be seen so clearly. It's like, damn, okay, great. But I believe in it wholeheartedly. I give my word. I'm showing up and I'm going to do 120, 30, 200, 300%. I'm going to give wholeheartedly all that God has for me to give to you, whichever client. And I don't discriminate. I was about to hit the rap song, 8 to 80, blind, crippled, and crazy. But I'm not saying that. What I am saying is I have youth, teens, fosters, young adults, middle-aged, and elderly. I have literally been effective from 2 years old to 78 years old. I believe 78 was my oldest client. But free ain't got no age limit or minimal age limit. So I love what I do. Yeah. And I love the people I get to do it with. And they love me back. So I ain't even mad. It's what it is. Yay. Okay. At the tone.
Pay attention.
Huh?
I kind of pay attention.
A little bit. And I know I'll be giving y'all the business sometimes. But it is because I love y'all. Especially the mastermind group. There is such a you guys are incredible. Like everybody in there is so freaking talented and smart and beautiful and kind and generous and loving and petty at the same time. It is a wonderful place to be. Oh, to look around. If you're petty and you know it, clap your hands. But it's human and I love it. All right, on that note, for real, we gotta go. And you do too. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye. Raise your hands up, say we.
No.
And it happened. Okay, Melikia K, Courtney. Much love. Episode 103. SXP Metamorphosis 365. See you next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It was something I was supposed to show you guys. Okay. Let's Talk is coming up. Let's talk. We're going to have a conversation on romance and reality. If you are in the Chicago area and you would like to pull up in person and participate, this is a $50 virtual and $45 in person. It is less if you in person. If you in Chicago, we want to pull up and be a part of things. Pull up and be a part of things. Get it? Okay. What you do is you will text to reserve and get the information because this is truly you have to be processed and invited. We use a residence and it is beautiful. It's a venue home. But that person is particular and we're like reasonable, sensible, safe people attending these events. And I agree as a facilitator. So if you would like to attend the Let's Talk Romance and Reality and you are a woman, can I say it again? Woman, then go ahead and text RSVP, Let's Talk. You're going to text that to 321-443-2495. I believe this number, 321-443-2495, okay? And you're texting RSVP, Let's Talk. No extra characters, just, and you'll get the information, you'll get the details, address, and where to pay. And you only get the address after you pay. Get the picture? All right. They're fun. If you've ever been to anything I've facilitated, then you already know you had a blast because I believe in the good fun. Okay, great. One more time. Show it. Screenshot. All right. I hope to see you soon. That is on May 7th. All right. That's a Thursday. So come pull up and play. If you want to attend virtually, that is an option as well. You still got to be approved to attend. It's private. And it's fun. Bah, button pushing time. less